Time now for the morning rush.
We start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. Looking at a mix of sunshine and high cloud cover over the state today. Nice comfortable temperatures too, as most of us are in the 60s and 70s, 20s, 30s and 40s overnight. Another day of above average temperatures and sunshine as we finish out the work week tomorrow.
As you get ready to head out the door, we are following the day's top local stories. We start with the big talker heading to court. Happening today, a district court judge could decide if the man accused of shooting and killing a gas station attendant will remain behind bars until trial. Michael Pelkey was working at the Smith's gas station in Edgewood when state police say 7 people worked together to rob him. They say this man, Daniel Martinez, shot and killed Pelkey. A judge placed him on a no bond hold. He must decide by today if he'll be given a bond to get out of jail. We'll be in district court. Let you know what happens.
Happening today, a suspended APD officer arrested and accused of DWI is expected in court. A Metro Court judge could rule on several motions in the case. Police say Joshua Malecki got into a fight with his wife while off duty at their West Side home last year. He's then accused of driving drunk across town in his police cruiser, crashing it into a curb, then getting a ride home from a friend. Now, police say Malecki blew above a .08. One of the motions asks the judge to toss out the case. Fernanda.
New this morning, the city of Santa Fe is one step closer to figuring out what will be the vision for the Midtown campus, the current site of the University of Art and Design. It's set to close this spring. The city collected more than 2,000 surveys in which the community rated and ranked options for the 64-acre campus. Ideas for the property include a makerspace, a tech hub, local retail shops and cafes, a commercial kitchen, and even moving City Hall there. Some want existing facilities like the studios and theater to stay, even be expanded. Crystal.
Happening right now, a bill that restricts gun sales and allows some teachers to carry weapons to school is on its way to the desk of the Florida Governor Rick Scott. Members of the Florida House approved the measure overnight in a 67-50 vote. The bill is in response to the deadly mass school shooting in Parkland, Florida last month.
Looking ahead, former state senator Phil Griego is expected to turn himself in tomorrow. This despite last-ditch efforts to stay out on bond. Griego was sentenced to a 1.5 years in prison after he was found guilty on public corruption charges. Griego pushed the sale of a state-owned building through the roundhouse and collected a $50,000 brokerage fee. Judge Brett Loveless denied a motion asking for bond while he appeals his sentence.
New this morning, deputies are looking for a suspect who they say tried to run over a deputy in a stolen vehicle overnight. 2 other suspects waking up in custody. This all started when deputies responded to a suspicious vehicle in the area of Barcelona near Isleta and Coors. Deputies say as they approached that car, the driver tried to hit one of the deputies. They missed. That's when the chase began, ending on Tower and 94th. 3 people ran from the car. 2 were caught. The 3rd still on the run.
Happening today, Albuquerque police are looking into a deadly crash involving a possibly stolen motorcycle. Police say an officer spotted a motorcycle without a license plate yesterday afternoon. The officer called out to other officers in the area, but say before they started to go after him, the rider sped off, hit a car, and died at Wyoming and Central. Now, police are also investigating if the man was trying to get away from them when he crashed and died.
Happening today and new at 6, the public will get to voice concerns about a Holloman Air Force Base proposal. Officials want to bring an F-16 squadron to the New Mexico base. That does include training over Grant County and the Gila National Forest. There are some concerns, though, about the impact that will have on the area and wildlife. Today, a public meeting on the issues happening at 1 p.m. at the County Business and Conference Center. We'll let you know what happens. Kristen.
Happening now, parts of the Northeast are digging out from a second nor'easter in less than a week. The system brought heavy snow, strong winds, and even a little bit of thunder snow to the region, while also knocking out power to hundreds of thousands of people. Amtrak modified service and thousands of flights were canceled. Of course, I am tracking that as well. Here at home, nothing of the sort. We are talking Metro Threat Index at a 1 because of some cold temperatures we have out there now. No concerns later today with sunshine, light winds, and above average temperatures. Back to the forecast. Sarah?
This morning, a local program designed to steer kids in northern New Mexico down the right path is celebrating its 10-year anniversary. Moving Arts Espanola, which has seen more than 5,000 students come through, continues to see success, with students moving on to higher education. It's an after-school program addressing the need for arts education. Kids can take classes ranging in anything from theater, circus arts, dance, to music. Organizers say they've had 30 kids go on to New Mexico's School for the Arts and 75 move on to higher education. David?
Happening now, Amazon is reducing the price of its Prime membership for people on Medicaid. The online retailer already offers a cheaper monthly membership to people who receive food stamps or other government assistance. Amazon says expanding the discount will make its faster free shipping available to more people. Now, Medicaid recipients will be able to get Prime for $5.99 a month.
New at 6:30, Peyton Manning dumped his stake in Papa John's franchises. The former NFL quarterback made the sale just days before the pizza chain and the National Football League, also known as NFL, cut ties. Manning will remain a pitchman for the brand, though. Kristen.
Time now for a check on your Thursday morning commute. Not seeing anything major out there as far as crashes go, but we do have new construction to tell you about. This is First Street between Copper and Central is closed until the end of the month, so you will want to find an alternate way to get to work or school this morning.
6, St. Patty's Day is right around the corner. Wallet Hub just ranked Chicago as the best place to celebrate the holiday. It took into account traditions, cost, and even the weather. Boston came in second place.
And looking ahead this weekend, Sipapu Ski Resort is hosting one of its most talked about family-friendly events. The Cardboard Derby is when people slide down the mountain on a cardboard vessel for a chance to win $1,500 in prizes. Now, they are built only using cardboard, duct tape, string, and paint. For more information like how to enter, you can head to alwaysonkRQE.com.
Let's make our own bobsled and go, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right, time for the 5 facts.
At number 5, the Lobos will try to keep their 5-game win streak going when they take on the Wyoming Cowboys to start the Mountain West Tournament. UNM swept Wyoming this season and will try to beat them a 3rd time tonight in Las Vegas. There should be a lot of action on the court considering last time they met with them, it was a high-scoring affair ending 119 to 114. Tonight's game tips off at 9:30.
Number 4, now some local high school students are trying their hand at running a business. Today, students from Sandia High will continue their food truck challenge competition. The 2-day competition kicked off yesterday with 6 groups. The students came up with the food, pricing, and a $600 budget to feed at least 200 students each day. The winner gets a pizza party and, of course, bragging rights.
And number 3, warmer temperatures across the state. Albuquerque, about 10 degrees warmer than average in the upper 60s. We're looking at 70s tomorrow and Saturday, increasing winds into the weekend and a possibility of showers by Sunday.
At number 2 this morning, the APD officer being sued for killing a young boy in a crash is pointing the finger back at the boy's mom. In a new lawsuit, he claims that the crash was her fault. Now, investigators say APD officer Jonathan McDonald was going double the speed limit and hit the family's car while heading to a call. 6-year-old Joel Anthony Mama died the next day. McDonald is now suing the boy's mom, Antoinette Suina, claiming she negligently failed to yield to the officer's emergency vehicle. Suina filed a suit against the officer first, claiming he was driving recklessly.
On to number 1 now will be another difficult morning for the family and friends of 2 men killed on the side of I-25 by an accused drunk driver. Police identified the victims as Michael Chambellan, he's 21, and Lonnie Escovedo, 28. Chambellan was helping his girlfriend's brother Escovedo change a tire that night when deputies say a drunk mother veered off the interstate, striking and killing them. Friends of Chambellan call him Mikey and say the Sandia High grad was a hard worker, loved wrestling, fixing up cars, and of course helping others. Friends and family of Escovedo say it's just too difficult to talk about his death this soon.